I never liked that, so that's a lot of that. What is up, Glam Fam? Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of my 30-day series of Loc Tips. I'm super excited to continue to share some information and some tips on what's helped me in my 3-year loc journey going on 4, and soon to come vegan tips for my 2-year vegan journey. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm Glamorous, aka Locked and Vegan, and if you don't know what I'm about or what I do, go ahead and check out my socials so we can get familiarized. If you're getting value, hit that like button. Please comment any questions you feel I should address during this series and share with your friends and family you feel would benefit. Make sure you're subscribed and turn on those post notifications so you will never miss a video. So let's get into it. So for this quick loc tip, it's kind of like a part 3, honestly, to the last 2 videos that I've made, which I'm glad, so that it's kind of like back to back. It like still makes sense, so that the last loc tip is still fresh in your mind to go off of this new loc tip. For today's loc tip, I want to show you how to get your edges back, or how to show your natural edges without having to lay them down. I did mention this in my loc tip in 2 videos ago, where I was saying that I've grown my edges back from pulling my hair back all the time and straining my edges and like losing them, to having them grow back and having them naturally come down, to the fact that I don't have to lay them down. And it is a process. It did take time for me to consistently put oil on my hair, on my edges specifically, and have them grow back in the first place, and then kind of manipulating my hair into knowing that I want my edges to stay down. That part was a little bit easier once my edges were grown. They just kind of naturally came down, and then I started to notice that like when I took my bonnet off, I was like, this is so freaking cute. I don't even have to lay my edges down with gel. So I fell in love with it. If I put my hair back with gel, then I want to wash it that same day. It just feels icky. I don't want to go to sleep with gel in my hair. I never liked that. So this just kind of dawned on me that I don't necessarily have to. So I want to teach y'all how to do that if you're kind of like me and don't want to always put gel on your edges or on your frizz, and you want to be that more of a natural loc head and still have your edges prominent. Okay, the first thing I want to put you guys on is the oil that really helped me to bring my edges back. Even before I had locks, I was always putting my hair back in a bun, in a ponytail. It was very rare that I left my hair out in my curls, and all of that pushing my hair back really lost my edges. And then when I locked my hair, I locked the little edges that I did have. And learning through my journey, pulling my hair back too much or retwisting too tight, it wasn't the best combination for my edges. So I had to bring them back. And this oil, this is an oil, it's called Rejuvenate oil, and I can definitely link it in my description. The molecular structure of this oil is so small that it actually penetrates 3 layers deep into the skin where that growth starts, so that we are attacking the source, we are attacking the root to really promote the best growth for your hair. So I put this oil on my roots, really throughout my entire hair, but I would definitely focus on my edges, my back edges, and my front edges. I've been using this for the past 3 years. Along with this same brand has a line of shampoo, conditioner, hair mask, and serum now targeted for rapid hair growth. So this entire line has an ingredient in it 3 times more than any of the products in the company that is geared towards rapid hair growth. It's called Intense Repair Treatment. And they used to have this spray that I would literally just spray on my edges, and that really brought my edges back within like 6 months. I feel like using that spray specifically for my edges is really what helped it grow so fast. That made them more prominent, and it's helping them to stay longer over time. So they did have a rebranding. They don't have the spray anymore, but they have this serum that I have been using that is still amazing. These, I would say, are like my go-to products when it comes to regrowing my edges thick and fast. And what would also help is once I would put that oil on my edges, just brush them down so that your edges are separate from the rest of your hair, so that you're not getting them mixed up and pulling them back, kind of manipulating your edges to know to come down instead of going back with the rest of your hair. So that also helped me to just brush these out. And of course, it might be different for your texture of hair. Like if you have more of like the 4A through 4C, it might be a little bit harder to brush that down for them to stay because your hair might coil up a little bit stronger. That's why I just recommend to kind of keep it consistent with your brushing. Like add it to your nightly routine before you go to bed, because you do want to put your bonnet on to kind of keep it like that, which I will get into in a second. As you brush it and as you're more consistent with putting your edges down, no matter what your hair type, then eventually they will know what to do. And right now, you see, as I brush them down, they still have a little bit of curl at the end, which I know some people don't like, and that's why they actually gel it down so it looks more clean. But honestly, I like this natural look because my edges are natural. They're coming down, they're still prominent, they're still even, they still shape my face really nice. So I really like this look. What has helped me to lay them down more or to get rid of the end frizzies is to put my bonnet on, which I will show you how I do that. So this really works with a bonnet that has more of like a band at the front. I used to have this bonnet that has a really thick band that would probably do the best with this like method, but any bonnet that has a band will do. So what I do is I start where my bonnet, but I start my bonnet where my edges start going down. I'll kind of use my bonnet to make sure that separation is there by going back and forth, making sure that these frizzies are still going back with the bonnet while my edges are staying forward. And then what I will do to finish off my bonnet, like I'm going to bed, is to just, push that back and then push my headband forward or my lock band forward. And then this is how I'm going to bed, and make sure those frizzies by your ears go back. And the best results come when you can keep this bonnet on overnight or keep it on for a few hours so that it knows to stay there. And then when you take your bonnet off, they're a little bit more prominent. And then I can just style my hair however I want and still have really nice edges coming down. So these are little tips that will really help you gain your edges back, help you grow your edges back thicker and prominently. I will definitely link the products in my description. I would definitely suggest, if you don't have a bonnet with a band on it, like if it's thinner, then I would suggest getting a bonnet with a thicker band on it, and you can get those from your local beauty shop for like $3. So yeah, that's what I do to take care of my edges, make sure that they are not being strained or pulled back too much when they're not supposed to. And at the very least, to take care of your edges, if there's only one thing that you take away from this video, is to please just add your oils and brush your edges down, just to keep them healthy and so that they're not going back in your front frizz and then you end up straining them on accident. But yeah, stay tuned for my next video. Thank you so much for watching till the end and giving me this platform to be able to share my tips and tricks with you. I hope you're enjoying your lock journey as much as I enjoy making these videos to help you guys along your lock journey, okay? Until next time.